Welcome everyone to another great episode of Scott Talk. Today I've got Mik and Maxi. They are a pop rock band out of Los Angeles, and their debut album, Bad Idea, is out now and available on all streaming platforms. So let's welcome in Mik and Maxi. How you guys doing today?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, doing great. Thank you.
Excellent. So we're having an ice storm here in Illinois. So
Boy, what's the weather like?
we had like 10 inches of snow the other day too. It was higher than my snowblower. It was just crazy. So I'm jealous of where you guys live. That's for
Not
sure.
to brag, but yeah, I think we can wear shorts out today. It's pretty nice.
Oh my God. I've got to get out of Illinois one of these days. All right, let's introduce, let's start with Mik. You're the singer and guitarist.
Yes.
And when did you first get into music and playing guitar and singing and all that good stuff?
Yeah. So first started playing guitar when I was 14. First started falling in love with music probably in elementary school, and then was like, oh, guitar, this is how they make those sounds that I like. So around 14, I picked up guitar. And then just from then on, I've been playing.
What were some of the bands that influenced you back at that age?
Yeah, when I was younger, well, I love a lot of 90s bands. So I think I love like Smashing Pumpkins, Green Day. Those are kind of my biggest influences.
Great. How about you, Maxi?
I was just thinking if Mik started guitar, and never mind. I was gonna make a voice. She has a beautiful voice. You got to check it out. I drum on the album, and I wrote a few songs, so a little bit of dabbling in the vocals, but I mostly leave that to Mik. And I started that actually only a couple of years ago. I had always wanted to drum, and I just started taking some lessons, and which sounds very uncool, but I had a great teacher, and he got me right into it and took me seriously about wanting to play live and perform with other people, even as an adult beginner. So he just got me right up to speed.
Great. And what were some of your drummer influences?
Oh man, I'm embarrassed to say it because I could never get up to that level, but like Travis Barker, Adrian Young, who we actually are working with right now on mixing some of the songs for the new album. He and Todd from Sublime have a production company now, the Moxie Brothers. So working with them, but definitely No Doubt, Green Day, Sum 41, all the good old garage pop punk.
Great. And I'm noticing there's not a bass player. You guys just have a fill-in on stage, or?
Yeah, no, we've decided that we like being a two-piece. I mean, we just can't handle anyone else. So nobody likes us. So by process of elimination, we ended up as a two-piece without a bassist.
And how is that going to work for live shows? Are you going to have someone fill in, or?
Yeah, we actually run backing tracks because our music, it's not only rock, it's like a pop rock. So we have synth and stuff as well with the backing tracks. We cover the low end on the backing tracks.
Okay. So tell me the story of how you guys met. From what I read, you guys were in a bar in, what was it, Silver Lake, Los Angeles somewhere. And it was like a karaoke thing going on. And tell me what happened. How'd you guys meet?
Well, Mik, you want to go over it?
Sure. Yeah, Maxi was actually hosting a karaoke jam session. And so randomly got invited to that, and I was like, let's go check it out. And so Maxi was doing drums, karaoke style. I brought my guitar. It was just a really cool hangout at Amp Studios, her local rehearsal place. So got to kind of hang out, play music there. And that's
I was going to get playing with other people because I had been too bashful up until then. So yeah, I organized like a live music karaoke, and Mik shows up, and I didn't realize that guitar is much more difficult to play off the cuff. And I'm going, come on, can't you play to these songs just like that? All I have to do is hold the beat. She's looking things up on her phone. Like,
it was fun. Yes.
This girl can deal with me.
Yeah,
I know. And I was like, why don't we write a song? And she was like, no, I'm just going to play random YouTube videos and play along. I was like, okay.
I've been there at the karaoke thing, and I've never had the courage to get up on stage. I'm not a singer at all. I do play guitar and bass and stuff like that, but I can do backups. I'm comfortable with backups, but I'm
I
not
think
getting up and
most people do
sing.
karaoke because they can't sing.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think you're alone in that, Scott.
Yeah. I think Max and I don't lack courage. I think we like to get up on stage and just like make fun of ourselves. So I think it kind of fits. So it started out with karaoke and has just continued. It's snowballing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. The actual one time I tried to do karaoke was at a work party like 15 years ago or something like that. And I forget the song. I think it was Hide Your Love Away by the Beatles I chose. And
Respectable.
I don't know, the song didn't start the way it was supposed to, right? And I don't know, I missed my cue. I was like, that's not how it goes. Because I'm a huge Beatles fan. I know exactly how that goes. And I was like, well, I'm like, everyone was already kind of smashed at the point. I was like, well, just start it over. and they couldn't, they had trouble starting the song over. So I got out of it and I walked off the stage. So that's my karaoke experience.
Well, you got lucky, because if someone kills the energy for you like that, then you don't want to be up there.
Right. Let's see. The music scene out in LA obviously is fantastic. Pre-pandemic, of course. Talk about the scene out there and some of the places you guys have played before the the pandemic and all that grounded everybody.
It is, I don't know if Mik agrees with me, but it's hard to find places to play in LA, especially when you have a full acoustic setup and everything, and dragging all your stuff in and having the space and getting a place to let you play that isn't a pay for play. So we had just started out and figured out our live set, probably Mik, like 6 months before pandemic set in. So we didn't really have that long to get to play live, but we fit in several shows together. And I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think while the Los Angeles scene is well known for music, everybody flocks here. So there's so many bands here. It's oversaturated, which is fun. You get to be around a lot of people who love music. But on the other hand, playing shows, it's a little bit more difficult. We've played all around LA, kind of from the Valley to more downtown Los Angeles. Previous bands have played at the Whiskey and stuff as well, and had a great experience at some of even the smaller places to larger places, because there's just so many fans of music and musicians out here. But kind of like Maxi said, we just like we're ramping up into playing live, getting around, and then it was like, just kidding, it's a pandemic.
Yeah,
but it's a fun scene out here.
Awesome. So you've got a brand new video out and called Little Secrets. And I was watching that the other day. That came out January 29th. Talk about that song in the video and how that all came together.
Yeah, so that's actually, that song goes way back. That was one of our first songs we wrote. And I was never the biggest fan of it, but Maxi really liked it. And then I think finally it started growing on me, even though, I wrote it.
He has horrible taste.
Yeah, I must have horrible. I need someone else to tell me what's a good song and what's a bad song. I'm just pushing all the wrong things, And so I wrote it quite a while ago. It had been in our set, and we just kind of left it in there for a long time. And then finally, Maxi was like, you need to record this song, okay? And I was like, fine, but I want to record new music.
I punched her a couple times.
Yeah, she beat me up. And then finally, once I was beat up into submission, I said, fine, I'll record it. And then once we recorded it, we discussed what we wanted to do for a music video. And then that one was like, you know what? It's starting to grow on me. I think I'm down for this one because it has a lot of energy.
That's also really special to us too, because Mik, I think, was just beginning to experiment with vocals more and becoming more comfortable as a front woman when I joined her. And so that song, after she had written several that we had worked out live arrangements to, but that song was one of the first that we did just a little rough demo of with MIDI drums, and we're listening to it at her place, just like, man, we sound like a band. we actually sound like something. So it was fun to get to like encourage her on that, since that was new for her. And now she's just totally come into her own. And I'm so glad we brought it back as a music video, because it's just fun. It's got a lot of sass to it, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's one of our older songs. I think it was definitely fun to bring back. And then the video itself, because we're kind of doing everything ourselves, you know, directing, producing, editing. We're like hiring people out for little jobs here and there, but mostly we're trying to handle everything. So it's a ton of fun on set making the video, but also kind of a little bit of stress trying to pull everyone together while filming.
Yeah, I can
We got her
imagine.
filming experience on this one.
Yeah, and so we both got to date Smiley in the video, as you probably saw. If anybody hasn't seen it, check it out. We have a big, creepy smiley face, which I always thought was great.
Yeah, that was cool.
I think we need the slow-mo on the champagne on the head.
Yeah, that was a fun thing. Maxi actually ended up knocking out the guy. So it's about a guy kind of dating both of us and us finding out. Matt just ruined the video, right? Sorry, I'm not an actor. I just ruined our music video for everyone. Maxi takes him out with the champagne bottle, and it was a sugar glass champagne bottle. But man, sugar glass, we learned, can still take people out pretty hard.
Oh.
we almost knocked out the actor.
Thankfully, it was the end of the day, because I don't know how much we would have convinced him to stay after that.
Keep staying. We're just going to keep beating you up in this video, you know. So it was a fun beat up session of a smiley face.
Yeah, that was a fun video, and I like the mirror effect you guys had going on throughout most of the video. That was cool.
Yeah, the kaleidoscope kind of part. I thought it really, the kaleidoscope really led way to kind of looking at the instrumental portion that we had, the performance portion. I thought it kind of, the kaleidoscope was a good way to portray that instead of kind of the traditional music video feel.
Awesome. So the song Dream was the first song I heard from you guys. I have a few people that help me out with the show. You know, they check out the bands and, you know, look up their popularity, and, you know, if they think they're any good or whatever, they'll usually send me an email with the links and all that. And I clicked on Dream, and I was watching that video, and I was like, this is cool. I dig this, you know.
Thank you.
And then
I'm happy you got that email. I'm happy it got passed on. You know, I was going to say, like, they evaluated you, didn't get passed on, but.
No, that song stuck in my head for days. And because I forget, you know, I was multitasking at the time, of course, you know, just crazy things going on over here all the time. And so I'm listening to that song while I'm doing some other things. So, you know, I was digging it, but I wasn't paying like 100% attention. And then the next few days, I'm walking around my house, you know, just doing things, and I've got this song in my head, and I can't figure out what it is. And I'm like, I keep singing it over and over, and I'm like, the melody, and I'm like, what is that? And then, so I went back to my emails, you know, and I started searching. I'm like, oh yeah, these guys, you know, I put the song on again. And I was like, that's it.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I've got to have them on.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah. No, I love that. It's like the creepiest thing about music. We can like stalk people in their head, you know, get to them. Happens to me.
Mik is a great person for me to hop on the coattails of, because even from the early days, every time she would write a melody, I'd be walking around my place with it stuck in my head. And to this day, I don't know half of her lyrics. I have no idea what she's saying.
Me either.
It's always just stuck in my head.
Yeah, you can write a hook, that's for sure, Mik. And
oh, thank you.
Hooks are important, and a lot of bands don't really have them anymore, you know, like, you know, the hook, for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, at least I consider it the chorus, you know, which is just something catchy, you know, that'll stick in your head, like, you know, a nursery rhyme or something like that, you know, just you need that melody or that catch, that hook. And you guys found it definitely with that song, and all the ones I've heard are very good. So
awesome. Thank you. It's probably some 90s influence of music. They always have those good hooks.
Yeah. So what's the song? Now you got a new, is it a new song that you worked with Adrian Young from No Doubt, the drummer from No Doubt on? What song is that?
I recorded that. That is a song Mik wrote called Not Sorry.
Okay. That's Not Sorry. Okay. I don't remember if that one, if I listened to that, was that one out yet?
No, so you probably haven't heard that one, but we'll try to get it stuck in your head soon. Yeah, we're still in the process of working on it. We hit the studio once, probably gonna be hitting the studio again, just wrapping everything up, and then working with them kind of remotely. We were planned to work with them kind of before the pandemic in person, pandemic hit. So we've kind of had to do things remotely, but we're hoping that, once things clear up, we can move forward with the Moxie brothers and working with them more.
How did you guys meet, Adrian?
They were running, when they were first promoting their production company, they were running a contest on Instagram that caught my eye because I follow them. And a comedian buddy of mine actually is the tour manager for Sublime. And so I just had all these messages of them coming up over and over. And finally I was like, Mik, we got to work with them because they were making, because they were our influences, I felt like they would definitely get what we were trying to make, but also be able to make it modern and updated, with the getting away from pure garage acoustic into today's, adding a little bit more candy on top electronically. And yes, I'm really lucky we're really lucky they took us on.
Yeah, we're super excited to be able to work with like people we look up to so much. Yeah,
That's great. So it's kind of leading into my next question. If fantasy land here, it doesn't even have to be a band that's around anymore, I guess. But if you were able to tour, massive tour, world tour with any band in the world, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Like,
I know. All Time Low and Machine Gun Kelly. That would be mwah.
MGK,
Wow.
exactly. Yeah, MGK would be freaking awesome. I would have to say I've always loved like Green Day and stuff, and like the vibe the Green Day has. I'd probably have to go with Green Day. We should be saying something like, "Oh, Elvis or the Beatles." MGK.
Green Day, Fall Out Boy, who I have tickets to still technically for, which when Ticketmaster had to undo our concert ticket purchases. So we'll beat them somehow.
Somehow, exactly.
That would be fun, right? That would be awesome.
That would be amazing, definitely.
Miss concerts right now, Scott, or have you been watching some of the live ones or the Zoom ones?
Yeah, I've seen some of the live ones. I paid a few dollars for some of them, and they were cool. It's not the same. It's better than driving 2 hours in traffic and trying to find a parking spot and all that stuff. But you miss the live interaction and the actual crowd. Have you guys done any live streams?
No, Mik and I are not quarantining together. So even when we record together, we're still kind of, we're still wearing masks and distancing and everything. So it's been,
right.
We're just trying to feel it out before diving back in too much.
Right.
As far as together.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I didn't see anything online, so I was wondering. Gotta ask.
No, it's been great though. It gives us the chance to actually get our music out there for people to hear, because when we're playing live, only so many people get to hear us.
Yeah.
But now that we've had the time to focus on production and get those songs posted, I feel like we're gonna have a greater reach and more people can access us after all this time of saying, where can I listen to you? Like now they actually can.
Right. Definitely. What's the saying? Never let a good crisis go to waste. I think that's the politician's jargon there. But
great way to look at it. Yeah.
But yeah, when this pandemic hit, I was right away, my mind started working like, okay, somebody's going to be able to take advantage of this and get really popular, and probably be a lot of people that get really popular, because the music industry was what it was. And then all of a sudden everything changed, just like that. So I was thinking there's gotta be, now other bands may have, a little bit more of the spotlight, and not just, the top 10, 15 bands in the world, maybe.
I think industry is seeing that little reshuffling. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I was done. Go ahead.
No, I like comedy, acting, the traditional line that was kind of set of everyone waiting to make it and the people who are about to make it and the ones in back who are paying their dues and just kind of shuffling forward in line. I think this entire thing has just exploded the deck so that as it realigns, people are in a different place than they were before, and some people have decided not for me and moved out of LA or quit the business. And you know, that's unfortunate that that happened, but it has been stirring it up, I think, for people who thought they were years away from even being seen or noticed, and now all the online stuff gives them a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Them, us.
Talking in third person over there.
Yeah.
You agree
Yeah,
with
we've
that?
definitely had a lot of time to work more on music, I think, too. Like we can put more time aside for, you know, recording, for writing. So I think we've been doing a lot more of that. So it's definitely been a good kind of space to really recollect and kind of figure out what we're doing.
Now, all the songs you've been putting out, are they going to be on a CD? Is it a CD or vinyl, or is everything online? Or
I think mixtape, right, Maxi?
Yeah. I was also just gonna like teach a small child our songs and have them go door to door singing them with a caroler.
Yes. They'll do better than me. So, you know, I think that's a good idea. So if you buy it, you get a child coming to your door with a boombox singing for you.
okay.
This is like,
we're still pretty protective of our resources, and I think online is the best way for us to figure out what we like to do and what we don't like to do, and
Right.
you know, get some metrics back on that.
yeah. And to be honest, yeah, we've been releasing singles kind of since we started. That's how we began, like one single and the next one, the next one. Now we have this accumulation of singles that we're like, well, this is just the album, and this is bad idea. This is the
We should have just called the album Dating App. There's so many singles.
Exactly. Yeah, people be into that.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. Maxi's not only an actor or a horse rider, she's also a comedian.
And I've been pooped up, can you tell?
Where's your drum set when you need it, Maxi?
Yeah, it's a good thing you're a drummer. You let out some aggression, huh?
Yeah, a lot of comedians are drummers, I'm finding out. Fred Armisen had a whole drummer special where he made you tap out a little paradiddle or something on a pad before you got to be admitted.
I know what a paradiddle is. I can do it really slow. So yeah, let's can you tell me about your acting and comedy career, Maxi?
Yeah, I came out to LA originally for acting, and then it morphed into comedy just because it gave me more chance to have a little bit more control over getting stage time and getting to perform even if I wasn't getting cast. And it's kind of the same way with music of I don't know where I was going with that, but I wanted
Don't worry,
to
that happens to me all the time. All the time, I forget.
Other, like learning to act, and because I wasn't getting roles, I would make my own content, shorts, web series, etc. And so that when we started working together was useful, especially on our first music video, Dream. So that's been something that's helped us get our things done without having to rely on people who we're not sure about yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely Maxi's experience with being in acting has really helped out a lot with doing the music videos. I don't know if I would have taken on the
like Mik, and it makes the whole band work a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys
she just
are...
acts like she knows what she's doing.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Yeah.
That's the key, right? Fake it till you make it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are both great in the videos. You know, before I knew either one of you was an actor, you know, I just thought, wow, and they're both great, you know, so.
Well, thank you. Mik's a natural. The Little Secrets music video, when she's performing the portion in the green outfit on her own, I was behind the camera the entire time, just freaking out, like, man, how is she so good at this? I trained for this. She did nothing.
You had trained me like your horses, Maxi, there? Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
that's the other thing is, yeah, you have a horse or more than one horse?
Awkward. I used to have a horse.
You used to have a horse.
I grew up riding and training and competing, but I did a couple months ago have to put my horse down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm only laughing because I feel badly for people who don't know that and then ask.
Well, I like that he asked if you had multiple horses, and I'm thinking like, oh, in Studio City in your apartment, you have multiple horses.
Show you around, guys. Come meet the gang, guys.
Yeah.
No, I just heard Mik say horses, so I thought it was a horse originally. My wife has a horse, and she actually she's on her third horse. The first one she ended up giving away eventually due to age and finding good home. Her next one did pass on unexpectedly about a year and a half after she had the horse, and so now she has a new horse named Lola, and Lola's having a few health issues as well, but nothing too serious so far. So we're keeping our fingers crossed because, as I'm sure you know, losing a pet, and then probably even more so with a horse, is very difficult to go through. So.
Well, thank you. Mik and I both lost pets in the course of our friendship.
Yeah, within the past year, definitely.
Yeah.
You get involved with the horse?
I'm allergic to the barn.
Ooh. Oh,
So-
to the hay, maybe?
I think it must be the hay and just the dust. So
That's a great way to like drop responsibility. Oh, I don't need to feed the horse. Or do you walk horses? I don't know what you do with these things. Walk them, get the plastic bags, pick up after them.
Yeah.
So like big garbage bags.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of a cop out, I guess, but she doesn't need my help. She's been taking care of horses forever, and it gets her out of the house and away from the kids for a few minutes. So
I love that. Yeah,
she's
men
happy.
always call me independent, and I think it's because they're like, she can handle it on her own. I'm like, oh, thanks. I didn't need any help, I guess.
Let's see. So the one percenters with Ryan, he's the guy that sent me over your information. And how'd you guys hook up with Ryan?
Yeah, so Ryan actually contacted us online, and then how long ago? We started working with Ryan about a month ago, I would say. Nope. Yeah, that's about a month ago. We started working with Ryan. Yeah, and he's just been great. He's been so helpful. We met with him over Zoom because, middle of a pandemic, to kind of discuss, where we're going, what we want to do. And he's been really helpful in, helping promote our music. Of course, being at home, not being able to play live shows. It's been really helpful for him, kind of helping us get more exposure, putting our music out there.
Yeah. Maxi?
Yeah, no, he's been wonderful to work with so far, and we're really excited to see where working together can go, because any creative knows that your resources are limited, even if it's just in terms of time. And if you can get sucked into a social media rabbit hole so easy of trying to promote yourself and sell yourself or do the business side of things, that you don't actually get time to work on what it is you're trying to deliver. You're decorating the house before you build the house, and that is so frustrating. So he's helping take that burden off of us, and it is incredible to have someone help with that area specifically, so we can focus more on what we want to be making.
Yeah, that's great. I've done the same thing here with my show. I was so overwhelmed at first because I had, when you're first starting out, it's like you want, I had a couple big time people, but I wanted to get as many people as I could. I'm thinking this is going to be great, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what band am I interviewing today? Who are these guys again? I have no idea. Like the research lacked because all the promotion and everything else I was trying to do. And, I got, few people tore me up online saying, oh, this guy's unprepared, but, they were right. But, I'm just starting out. I never claimed to be a professional interviewer, anything like that. So,
Plus, the people who control you like that don't get it. They're clearly not working on their own thing.
Right. It's kind of what have you done, right?
That's always a great question. I think when you find criticism, it's people who aren't really doing much or in the field and don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Honestly, actually, there's only like 2 people out of, I don't know how many thousands or views or whatever I have, but there's really only 2 people that were real dickheads, you know. Everyone else has been really nice. So I've
Well,
even got a few emails where people say, "I really like your show. It's different." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's because I don't know what I'm doing."
it's good strategy. That's
Right.
what Maxi and I do on stage. We'll figure out what happens once we get there.
It's just about the fun, right, Maxi? We
It
got
seemed
to
like
bring Maxi back in so the camera focuses on her. Tell us a joke, Maxi.
I think I'd rather cry on cue. Let's do that.
Oh no.
Show some
No.
acting skills. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
don't. No crying. There's no crying on Zoom. No.
No crying on cue.
You will get disconnected. They will mute your mic.
We used to cry.
Did you ever do stand up?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do stand up. I'm headlining Flappers next week.
Oh,
Oh, great. You're in Illinois. Flappers is the local club.
great. That's awesome. How is that all like I always wondered with comedians is what's that show where they bring up like 4 different people and they just kind of improv everything?
You like a televised show?
Yeah.
Set list?
I
Or
think
some
yeah, I think that's it, but I always wondered like how much of this stuff is actually, you know, improv and how much were ideas they had before, you know?
it depends what show you're watching and who you're watching, but most comedians, even if it seems improvised, know exactly what they're saying.
Yeah, okay. Sort of like I don't
Pull
know.
back the curtain.
Yeah, you just ruined everything for us.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So how did they pull the rabbit out of the hat then? How's that trick go, Maxi?
Oh, God, we look down on magicians and ventriloquists, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Simple trades. There we go.
Yeah, we're magic with our words. You know, we don't levitate.
Are you guys into vinyl at all? Would you ever want your songs to be out on vinyl?
Oh, I was like, I love vinyl. I love latex. I thought I was talking about clothing over here.
I think that would be sick to get us, if it got us a following of people who are really audiophiles, but I don't know that our age demographic of or if our fan base listens to vinyl.
Right.
I think it's more of a collector's item, and I love it as a collector's item. Like, it's great to design album art for vinyl. You can do the coolest things with it. It's beautiful. But for the practical matters, I do see it as a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
Larger product. If you know anyone who wants to make some fan art for a vinyl, I mean, we could sell that as merch for wall decor. I think that'd be great.
Just doesn't even play.
I've got a really good graphic artist I could hook you guys up with if you want.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
I love pulling other people into the work. There's so many opportunities to collaborate with other people, like even in the course of making the music videos. And so then merch gives us a chance for working with other artists. And it's always fun to just not be only ourselves and see what else someone else can come up with for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So one last question before I let you guys go. 2021, any big plans past June or anything you're looking at that could be possible? Yeah, besides just surviving. You know, do you think you know, around June, July, August, live shows and all that might return?
Hoping so, definitely. Fingers crossed over here. I think we're definitely looking forward to getting back to playing live. We just have so much fun live because we just get up there and don't know what we're doing. Super fun. And I know we're doing an upcoming music video shoot this weekend. So I think that's I thought Maxi was going to drop that one. That's her big.
I'm trying to not hog the spotlight, Mik.
With all your horses and funny comedy stuff. I'm funny too. I can get a horse. But yeah, so we'll be releasing another music video, and actually Maxi's kind of debuting this with her singing. So it's kind of, we're kind of multi-genre music, so we could do kind of like power pop punk, but like on the other hand, we're also kind of doing dance infused music, and this is kind of more pop dance style with Maxi singing. So we're excited to get that one out to kind of show that we can do different things. We're not going to be pinned down. Yeah, so we got a music video, and then we have a couple songs in the process of recording, with the Maxi brothers and some other people that we work with. So we'll be dropping, kind of completing the album, and then hopefully getting back to live shows, and then, you know, wherever we go from then, touring with MGK, as we said earlier.
It's gonna be a full summer, man. But yeah, so spring stacked up with that, and that should all wrap up in time to start preparing our live show and have everything ready for bookings.
Yeah.
What song's the video going to be for?
Mik, is it up on Spotify now? It's
Escape
called Escape Room, and it's a little bit more of a trap sound. We collaborated with a great producer making a beat for that, and we spent, because it was so new and foreign to our usual sound, we spent a lot of time making sure we got it the way we wanted it. So it's different for us, but it's fun.
So we definitely went a different direction, working with a different producer, Young Care Bear, for that one. So it's a different vibe, but we're super excited to kind of cover multiple genres of music because we have so many sides.
That's great. Yeah, I missed the name of the song that internet kind of cut out right at that second.
Escape Room.
Escape Room. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music.
The child around caroling door to door.
Yeah, the child caroler. That's really our main push, you know.
Yeah.
No, Ryan doesn't think it's a good idea from 1% Entertainment, but you know, we're really pushing the child carolers.
Instead of pushing a button for music to play, you just push the kid over.
Yeah, works well.
Who can
you
say
ask
no
for a joke?
Who can say no to a child? It's hard.
Who can say no to a kid with a boombox, right?
Exactly.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys on. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave all your links in the description of the video. Everyone over on YouTube, know that we do stream here on all platforms. So I do appreciate you over on YouTube. We got over 500 subscribers in just less than 3 months. So thank you very much. I definitely appreciate it. Mik and Maxi, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us. Super fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, Scott, for taking the time to meet with us today.
You bet. Anytime, you're always welcome back. I had a good time, and keep me up.
We'll see you tomorrow then. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Keep me updated on what's going on with you guys, and yeah, definitely stay in touch.
Definitely.
I'm a big fan. I really like the songs and the songwriting. You know, good songs are very important, and you guys definitely have that going for you. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Scott.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.